Do you fear the winter? Do you fear barefoot? You know, we lost contact with the earth. We come from the earth, we go to the earth. But confusion in a Babylon with shoes that take our health away. Shoes, the rubber soles, take away the alkalizing of your body. Even for fruitarian people, it's important to walk every day much barefoot. It's stabilizing the entry of the structured water H3O2 in the cells. So it's balancing the ingoing structured water. If you miss the barefoot, that process is not going through. So it's very healthy for your electron level in the body, because that reduces the inflammation chance. But there is way more. So destabilizing the easy entry of the structured water. And no matter if it's cold, get used to it. Start in the summer, do it daily, and then you get used to the cold temperature of the earth, of the grass. I have pictures, me walking in the snow for hours without clothes, without shoes. So you don't need to do that, but your barefooting, you need to go on the whole year, because many people think it's silly when they see somebody barefooting, but no, they don't realize they're taking the biggest healing part of their body away. When you sit on the earth, you know, they talk about a cow that gets the B12 from eating the grass, but actually the earth, the soil, from the roots of the grass. So what do you think if they come with a machine and they cut this grass and they rake after it? See that there is soil, people. There is soil under the grass, and this can have the bacteria, the extrinsic bacteria that I need to make my B12 in the body. This dirt, this is not dirt, this is a wrong name. This is your healing. But we people are a very destructive race that loves monoculture and depleting all the soils and nasty chemicals. Why not respecting and loving the earth from where you come and where you go? This earth has your B12 supplement this is not toxic, but your cyanide war synthetic chemical B12 supplement, those things kill your gut bacteria. So we need to respect the gut bacteria by loving the soil. You know, dogs, they go eating grass. Cats, they go eating grass. Why? B12, extrinsic bacteria. So do we need a cat? Do we need to eat a cat, or do we need to eat a dog? No. Let these people, please, let these animals people alive. We don't need to get a B12 from a cow and causing cruelty and suffering and pain for that animal to get our B12. That's totally insane. That is insane. Go outside, hug trees, walk barefoot, and touch the grass. You have sweat glands on your hand and your feet, and you know where is the open soil, you can always get the extrinsic bacteria. And it's not because we were barefooting in the past, always, like Misfit Vegan said, and how somebody told her that we get the B12. No, we are totally gone from the contact with nature. That is the reason why we don't understand anymore how we get vitamin D, how we get B12. If I sit outside and there's a little hole in the clouds, even without a little hole, I can still get B12 forming, but be outside every day. Even in winter, go outside. There is the misunderstanding that people eat fruit. Fruit is cooling down. That's what many people think. But that's not true. The fruit is unclogging your system. And if there is a better circulation, don't you think you can resist better the cold than when you're clogged up by cheese and by meat and by grains and all that stuff that form mucoid or pus in the intestines? So that's all confusion in Babylon. You are a child of the industrial world, and you need to become again a child of the natural world, because natural, only fruit makes sense to eat. If we go to sprouts tasty. There's not much taste in sprouts, so they have a defend toxicity. Is there much taste in lettuce? Yeah, but not compared to the fruit. There is some taste in good lettuce, but not compared to the fruit. So the fruit is the daily food for the humans. Rice is not. Rice is causing so much deforestation in the most pristine places in the world. They go on with deforesting for rice. Bohol, Philippines, such a nature, unbelievable everywhere. They cut the forests for rice. People, what are you doing? Rice is mucus forming. Rice is dehydrating you. Rice is bird food. Is war in the belly. Freely, the banana girl. She is right. War in the belly. We don't need bird food. We don't have the beak to peel the rice. We don't have the beak to peel the grains. That's insanity. Insanity. It's time to change with all this violence that is coming up again. War, protection, screens in the air, more and more toxicity. If they don't kill us by the war, they will kill us by the toxicity. So we don't need all that. We need a peaceful diet. That we need. And the fruit is the only diet that makes us peaceful. Because it's a cruelty-free diet. You see, it's raining. I'm feeling okay here. That's life. That's nature. Respect it. It raises your immunity. The cold, the rain, it all raises your immunity. And we need more immunity. Think about the past years when the isolation, the virus was going on. We need sociality. Social is important for humanity. We don't need isolation by people that watching that phone all the time when they walk. It's another craziness. With the radiation thing that gonna kill so many people by cancer. The Hamish are not stupid people. They are very intelligent people. Very intelligent. You better look to such a people than to scientists. Scientists are linked to the industrial world. What do you want from these people? You don't need scientists. You need the nature. That's what you need. A natural food, alkaline food. Raw living food. And detox fruit, astringent fruit. You need to ground, you need to earth. You need to do tree hugging. Children don't know anymore what I'm doing when they see me. Mommy, that guy has sex with the tree. No. The tree is an alkaline being, and the tree helps to detox me. It takes out my poison to give me alkalinity. The tree has electrons like a fruit tree. The electrons can we get from standing next to the stem and hug the trees from the soil. So we can actually become super energized by hugging trees, by walking on the grass. That's a real energy. You don't need energy drinks and you don't need energy bars. All these stuff are clogging you up or toxic for you. That's industrial produce. There's nobody helping, it's only creating more problems. Eat your grapes. The whole day, only grapes. 3 weeks long, 1 month, nothing will happen. You will clean out, you will wash out. You don't need external shower. You need internal wash out. That is what people need. Then they will not stink anymore, because you stink because of your diet. You have body odor because of your diet. So stop the stinking, the chemical produce of soap and shampoos. All these things are making you sick on the long term. You don't need that. You wash out internally, and there's no smell anymore. Some people say, oh yeah, I don't believe you, or whatever, or go on and we will see. Well, people, look at Lauren Lockman, 35 years on fruits. Fred Bishi, 70 years on fruit and raw vegan. So they spread confusion in a Babylon. And that is what they don't teach you in schools. In schools you have nothing to learn. It's all linked to the dairy industry, to the meat industry, the wrong food pyramids that they teach you. So there's actually nothing that you can learn there. Going to the university, what? Go do self-research and learn about pH, learn about electrons, learn about fasting, learn about diet, because that is what is lacking in the medical world. A few hours in a few years of training. That's not enough, people. That's not enough. Learning about diet is a long way. That's 25 years. That's not 4 hours. So that is what you hear when people eating meat. Aggressive, violence, the stress that the animal get killed, the pain, the fear goes over when you eat the animal. And that is why we hear all the news about building shields against Russia, building shields for drones, starfighters that we need, and we need more soldiers, increase the amount of soldiers. No, we don't need that. If Costa Rica can live without army, without all this, why should we need that then? The problem is with the diet. You need to eat the diet that you are built for, a frugivore diet. And you don't need a violence, aggressivity causing fake carnivore diet, because you are a fake carnivore. You are full of worms, maggots, biofilm, mucoid plaque. You are having a dirty colon, and that is why you have a body odor. It's not normal to have a body odor. Clean out the system, wash out.